Georgia, this is such a fairy tale. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very happy, very tired. We pretty much went straight from racing on Sunday night to the karaoke bar, straight to the 14-hour flight back home. But yeah, obviously just over the moon.
Uh, what was it like having, I know you got a PB, which is brilliant, but having just beaten effectively your roommate, your best mate, because she's Olympic champion
Yeah.
after all. And I'm sad to say, of course, that Lillian and Adira got ahead of both of you, but we can forget that for the time being. Beating Keely, though, what's that like?
Yeah, it was very close. I think it literally came down to 0.01. So it was a couple of moments waiting for the scoreboard to come up to see who had got it. But, we've been training together all year, and considering how many injuries and stuff she's had this year, I think it was just such an amazing performance from both of us. And yeah, I took a second off my time, and we're both on the top 10 fastest ever list now, which is just amazing for our coaches and Great Britain.
Georgia, what goes through your mind that split second when not only do you realise you've beat your Bessie mate, but you've got that silver? Just take us back to that moment. What do you remember?
It's all the emotions. Your adrenaline is running very high. You've obviously just pushed yourself physically as hard as you possibly can. And at the same time, you're trying to mentally stay strong and engage and push past all the urges that your body is, shutting down. So it's a lot to take in, but then it's just pure elation. We were so happy to get on the podium together. And for me, yeah, it was a really just special moment, and that's kind of what makes it all worth it, all the training, all the sacrifices for those moments in the stadium.
We could reflect on this for the whole chat, of course. It would be good to have a look a bit further ahead, because you've now got a bit of a quandary, haven't you? Whether you focus on doing the 800 again, whether you go back to the 1500, which of course you've had massive success with at the Olympics. I mentioned Lillian Odira. There is also Faith Kipyegon, the Kenyans
Yeah.
to get past. Is that the focus now, to get past one of them and get gold?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Kenyan team is so strong. I think they did a clean sweep across all the middle distance events from the 800 meters to the 10,000. So they are an incredibly strong nation. But, we have got gold before on the world stage, and we can definitely do it again. So, yeah, the next competitions is just going to be working out what I should be putting my eggs into between the 800 or the 1500.
And then looking even further ahead, really, how much the world championships shape the Olympics potentially. Are you
Yeah.
looking that far ahead?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the years go quickly. It's already been over a year since Paris last year. So, it does fly by. Before we know it, we'll be getting ready for LA in 2028. And yeah, every year is a learning year. It's a growing year. It's developing your skill as an athlete, getting through the rounds. So, Kelly Holmes did the double Olympic over the 800 and the 1500. So I think it would be extremely difficult. But at the moment, yeah, we're just keeping all options open.
Now, Georgia, I dare say you might be expecting my next question, because you may well remember I used to work with your dad,
Of
Andy
course,
Bell,
yeah.
of course. Yes, I didn't want to draw attention to it, but it would be rude not to, because it used to be the case that his proudest achievement was working with me. Not anymore, of course. Now you are his proudest achievement, and your sisters, of course. But I did take to WhatsApp to say, come on, Andy, give me a little bit of an inside tack here on anything I can ask Georgia. Being the pro, he said, you can ask. And that's all he gave me. That's all he gave me.
Right.
What I did ask, and I spoke to your mum and dad after the Olympics last year, and they were so
Yeah.
proud, and everybody knows Andy's so proud as well. But I did say, look, has Georgia been practising her dip for the line? Because that seemed to be key. And that's what he said, you can ask. So I'm asking.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the World Championships events, then every race pretty much came down to a dip. I mean, the men's marathon, after hours of racing, was separated by 0.03 of a second. So it just goes to show how small those margins are at the top. And last year in Paris, especially, I was rooming with some of the sprinters and asked them, how do you do the best dip? Because it's really important for their race. So you are thinking about that as you get to the closing stages, and you can see how tight it's going to be. So it definitely did cross my mind. And yeah, practicing for the dip is just as important, I think, as practicing for all of the reps.
It was worth asking.
Yeah,
there you go.
absolutely.
Thank you, Dad. It was definitely worth asking.
Georgia, I wanted to ask you your opinion on, we hear a lot about girls dropping out of sport, particularly at the, teenage years. What would be your message, that silver medal at the World Championships, about sticking with it, about not giving up?
Yeah, it's a subject that's quite important to me because I did drop out of sport for about 5 years. I just thought that I was kind of never going to be my best and went into the working world, but then got back into it and have managed to get Olympic medals. And I just think how many other young girls are there out there in the UK that could be future Olympians, but they drop out of sport for whatever reason. And I think the main thing is they just need to be practicing sport in a healthy and safe environment. So just making sure that you're training around people in good teams at running clubs where you feel motivated and safe is the main thing. So anything that people can do to foster those environments is just so important.
Georgia, am I right in saying when you came back to it, parkrun played a bit of a part in that, into getting you back into the running groove?
Yeah, definitely. Like parkrun, it's on every Saturday, 9 a.m. It's free. And it's just such an easy way, no matter who you are, what level you're at, to challenge yourself. And I was getting back into running and feeling really strong. And then I did a park run and actually ran a pretty good time. And that's kind of one of the things that made me reach back out to my old coach and say, I've kind of run fairly fast on my own. Do you think you would be happy to coach me again and just see how we can improve? And yeah, now here we are.
There you go. Do parkrun,
cool.
win an Olympic medal, get silver at the World Championships. An absolute inspiration, Georgia. It's great to see you and just know how proud your whole family are, especially your dad, Andy,
Thanks
who is
so much.
someone I like very much indeed as well. Great to see you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Georgia.
Thank you.